besties, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, this saga with Trisha, with fucking Jeffrey, with Shane, with Ryland, with Hair by Jay, it's speeding up and it's picking up speed as it goes, if that makes any sense. It's already fucking fast and it's going at like an intersection and going even quicker. So now there is just so much that we have to cover in relation to Shane to this, and this is the first time that I think even Shane Dawson fans, because they still exist, would agree that he's in the wrong and that, you know, he's fucking up here. So Trisha is basically coming forward with the fact that why is Shane still, you know, actively, one, supporting Jeffrey, being his friend, but even if he doesn't want to, you know, break off the friendship, why is he doing it so publicly? Because it really is such a big slap in the face. Definitely a very big to Trisha, because Trisha's now coming forward. I don't need to go over this again. You can watch my other videos, but that Jeffrey is promoting this Hair by Jay guy so much, Jeffrey's best friend, the one that was publicly harassing, threatening Trisha, and Trisha's like, I can't take it anymore. Like, why is Shane going so hard for Jeffrey like I do for him? And we're aware that Trisha has literally ruined a lot of her reputation by promoting Shane, by continuing to push him, by going on the Frenemies podcast and being like, Shane's innocent, Shane did nothing wrong, Shane, to the fact that I've criticized Trisha in a huge amount for any time Ethan makes an argument against Shane. Trisha comes back and deflects, whether this is attacking David Dobrik, attacking James, attacking Charlie D'Amelio, Dixie D'Amelio, all the TikTokers, Nikita Dragon, Tana Mojo. She's gone through all of them to deflect from Shane to try help his image even more, and on top of that as well, she's deflecting in terms of attacking whoever's coming against him. For example, the Smith family came against Shane this summer and definitely brought his cancellation, if you will, to the mainstream. And whenever this was brought up on the Frenemies podcast, Trisha basically just attacked the Smith family, and she did it over summer as well to like discredit them and attack them, and I came for her for that too. But in this situation, I am saying that I am defending Trisha because no person should go through what she's currently going through with being called all these names, with being threatened that this person who's Jeffree Star's best friend and hairstylist, you know, wants her to have an eating disorder, wants her to be, you know, feeling unsafe, and saying that when she dies, the only person at her funeral will be her mum, and all like this horrible stuff. So anyway, Trisha is just really upset, and it's very fair for her to be upset because she's gone so hard for Shane on why Shane is, again, the friend, but also pushing so hard. So if you want a little bit of context, Shane has been pushing Jeffrey even now so hard to the fact that a couple days ago, Ryland did a video on his podcast channel where he was talking about that Jeffrey had called in tea and gossip to talk about the Kanye West relationship and basically debunked it. And Ryland acts to Jeffrey like someone does like in a parasocial relationship. It's really weird. Ryland fangirls over Jeffrey, and it's like, what's Shane's relationship with Jeffrey? It makes no real sense to me, and I will get into the videos of her talking about Shane and Ryland and their relationship with Jeffrey and how that upsets her now. Even in some videos I've already shown you, she's kind of hinted at it, and her voice is cracked whenever she's saying, you know, I just wanted to keep the peace between Jeffrey and Shane, and, you know, he was attacking me and he was making me feel horrible, but Shane was still his friend. I thought that I was the issue. All like this, which is horrible for her to think in the first place. And so Ryland fangirling over Jeffrey, and it's like, I love Jeffrey, oh my god, the tea, the drama, Jeffrey's the best. And then Shane posts that clip, that particular clip of Jeffrey phoning in on his story, basically saying how much he loves Jeffrey. And it's just really weird, and I want to know, allegedly, what kind of NDAs or contracts or something that are involved, that why, or maybe it's just the money, that why Shane Dawson is still so up Jeffree Star's ass. I don't get it. Let's get on to these videos of Trisha. She did a bunch of TikToks, which we just watched in a video in which she was saying about how she's scared for her own safety, and it's clear she gives reasons that her security guard said that they saw, allegedly, Hair by Jay coming and taking pictures of her property and her car. So now these TikToks are basically about, you know, she stood up for people and they're not standing up for her, which we've seen her going so hard for Shane. She made so many videos in summer when everyone else was leaving him. Gabby, Joey Graceffa, Tana, all these people dropping him publicly. Lisa Schwartz, his ex-girlfriend. Trisha stood beside him and said that y'all are fake and y'all are gonna get your karma and whatever. And you know what? People can say that Shane dropping her or whatever can be her karma. People are saying that, and I don't like that. But again, you know what I mean? It's so, these now are TikToks of her saying about Shane. And I'm gonna go through them and also read you out the comments because TikTok is very against Shane right now. They're very pro Trisha, pro Ethan, pro Hila, against Shane. So here we go. Let me show you this. So someone said, is your best friend Shane gonna stick up for you? Basically implying and making a sarcastic joke that Shane isn't there for her. This is coming right after her saying about Ethan sticking up for her. So this is what she had to say.
I made Shane aware of all of this from the beginning, from the minute it happened. And I am not that person to say, like, don't be friends with someone, but it's just like the constant promoting of Jeffree and just how awful and evil he is. Like, it really makes me sick to my stomach. I literally just can't take it anymore. I just can't take it anymore. And I didn't want to be that person to also be like, he did this, and this to me. And because to me, it's just mean girl stuff. It's just him being mean and awful. But this is taking it to another level, and I don't support it. And I'm saying that now. I don't support it. I don't support this. And I'm like, I'm just scared. I'm just really scared right now. So I think this is very clear where she lies in this. And I feel so just fucking awful for her. This is so devastating. So I'm going to read out some of the comments, and then I'm going to... So someone said, you need to dump Shane and Ryland, Trish. This is not good. They are not good. Who's defending you now, Trish? Shane? Question mark. Ryland? Question mark. Nope. Ethan and Hila are. They are real people and real friends. Nobody's touching my Trish. The Kleins are honestly the best friends you'll ever have. Say goodbye to Shane. If he won't back you up and support you, then babe, he needs to go. Shane isn't a true friend. You need to cut these people out of your life, period. Ethan and Hila are there for you and want to support you. So I'm going to read you a next set, then go on to the next video. Trisha, cut Shane and Ryland off now. Yeah, I'm actually disgusted with Shane and Ryland. Not only were they my favorite people, or sorry, it says they weren't my favorite people, but it's obvious that money is more important than friendship. H3 and Moses will keep you safe. Keep us updated on, you know, your safety concerns, Trisha. Love you. It's a note for me about Miss Shane and Miss Ryland. So basically that was the first video she did. So we're just gonna watch it again, 30-second clip, and then there's a bunch of other ones she's done talking about it too. But just again, Shane aware of all of this from the beginning.
Do you hear that? She said she's made Shane aware about it since the start, and this is before Shane has, you know, actively been promoting Jeffree, even up until this week on a story. That's not a true friend, Trisha, and you need to drop him.
I had made Shane aware of all of this from the beginning.
This is fucking ridiculous.
And I am not that person to say, like, don't be friends with
Shane's
someone.
a fence writer.
Like, constant promoting
on both sides.
And just how awful. And
but you can't be in this.
It really makes me sick to my stomach.
Fucking awful.
I literally just can't take it anymore. I just can't take it anymore.
This is real emotion in my opinion.
Also be like, he did this, and this to me, and because to me it's just mean girl stuff. It's just him being mean and awful, but this is taking it to another level, and I don't support it. And I'm saying that now. I don't support it. I don't support this, and I'm like, I'm just scared. I'm just really scared right now.
So that was the first video. Now we're gonna go on to one of the other ones. So there is a series of like 6 videos here, and she goes in and out of referencing like standing up for people and, you know, not getting... So I need to give you all of these for context. So here we go. Here's the next one.
My fiance's on his way home. There's 2 more security guards here. I keep getting like messages like this, and I've heard this before, that Jeffree was telling everybody that I was high, and the jet was paid for because you were high on drugs, and Jeffree wanted you safe. I wasn't high. He told Jaclyn Hill how disgusting and gross me and John Hill were when we hung out. This is all while we were friends. Everybody around me knows this. My mom, my sister, Shane, everybody knew this behavior from Jeffree, and that he was saying this shit about me. There's a video of another guy that wasn't on the payroll that was on that trip with us that has also backed up this story.
Jesus
I wasn't
Christ.
high. I wasn't on drugs at all. It's all very triggering. It's all very triggering, but I just want it all out there. Like, Jeffree's an awful person. This is proved now by the people around him closest saying this stuff. So if you're hearing the front driveway thing, sorry, that's what's happening. Everyone's just like installing new stuff, and like there's new people out there, and there's just like a lot happening. But I'm okay right now.
So keep in mind as well, she's now saying that she told Shane that Jeffree was coming up with all these rumors that she was on drugs and he had to take care of her and stuff, and Shane was fine with that as well. That's not a true friend, Trish. And I made a point in a live stream I did. I was like, if you look back on Shane talking about Trisha, he always did it in a joking way and like, oh, Trisha's my friend. And Trisha always went so hard for him. So, I mean, next one.
Now my paranoia is just like really, really high, and I start to think like, oh my god, the people who have supported Jeffree and stood by Jeffree, knowing all this stuff has been going on with me, and like I wasn't saying this online, I wasn't saying this for attention, I wasn't trying to expose anybody, but I was telling people this in private, and the fact that people still like defended him, and not only that, but like supported him publicly and just making him like this glorious thing. It's like, it's disgusting. Like, Jay's video shows how disgusting he admitted in his live today all the disgusting shit they said, and it's more than just mean girl stuff. It's just like triggering ass shit, and it's so gross and disgusting to me, and And now just like the security threat, I just feel so overwhelmed, and I'm putting it out there so as many people know about this, just because like I truly feel like something bad is gonna happen. Like I truly feel that in my heart, and I can't do anything until like something actually happens, which really, really sucks. All I have is security, my fiance, our security inside. Like,
honestly scary. So now I'm going to read out a couple more comments before we go on to the next set of videos. You do not owe Shane anything, and he has never been there for you, period. They care more about money and fame. He is so scared of Jeffree. They aren't your real friends. This is so sad. She's always backing and sticking up for people like Shane, and when it comes to her, he's never around. Shane has never been your friend. Trisha, you're so right. We always have your back, and your real friends will. Trisha, please see that Shane isn't your real friend. Being so good to Shane and defending him through all of his cancellations is not worth it anymore, for real. You attacked Taddy and James when they were beefing with Shane, but where is the same energy from Shane and Ryland when Jeffree attacks you? Girl, Shane has been radio silent when you need him. This should tell you all you know. So now I'm going to go on to the next video. So someone said, Trisha, H3 has your back and Moses will be home. Remain calm and know your truth, sis. Love you.
I'm honestly so appreciative of that. They just made me feel like a lot better. Like it really does bring into question when I go for bat and defend people so hard, and the minute shit hits the fan and people know about this shit. But last year when this shit was happening to me in real life, and nobody comes to my defense, nobody says anything, and I am so grateful for H3 for like defending me and stuff like that, because honestly it does get so like you start getting paranoid. You're like, wait, this person is supposed to be my best friend, this person is supposed to be my life, but they're nowhere to be found when I'm in shit. When I'm in shit that they know what's happened, they know the truth of it, and it's so frustrating, and I'm so sick of protecting people and defending people, and I'm done with it. I am so done with it. I don't need it anymore. I don't want it anymore, because there's some shitty people. And like going on the H3, it just made me feel good that I'm like not going crazy, you know? Because it's more than just internet drama. This is like some serious threatening shit.
This is insanely triggering. I say this all the time, just for like anyone who's experienced being felt let down, sorry, by a best friend, and you know, ending the friendship. And it's like, what she's saying here is raw. Okay, let's go on to the next video.
And I have zero to apologize for. I apologize for absolutely nothing. You know what? His service was shitty. He overcharged me. He knew he overcharged me. He knew he lied on shit. There are so many lies upon lies. And yes, okay, call me boring, call me whatever, but I left that trip because you guys ditched me every single night. You guys were nasty. You guys, I have text messages from Jeffree saying he threw, Maddie threw my Balenciaga in the trash. It's fucked up. But beyond all this petty bullshit of evil, nasty people that get to be influencers that have the privilege of doing this shit. Beyond that, like, no one should feel threatened for giving their opinion on something, for saying how they feel about something, for how they wrongfully treated. I've been polite, I've been respectful, I've been like holding myself back because I didn't want to step on toes. I didn't want to make, you know, Shane and Jeffree's friendship, I don't want to strain on that or whatever, blah, blah, blah bullshit. I don't give a fuck anymore.
There's more. We'll just keep going before I talk.
Is speaking on Jeffree's behalf. This person is saying this is what Jeffree endorses. He's with Jeffree on all the trips in Wyoming.
Good on you for speaking out, Trish.
This person Jay has never had my address, and all of a sudden he's showing up to my house. He has my address and he's showing up to my house. He's doxing me, my phone number, my business name. He's showing up to my house. Jeffree's trying to play like he doesn't know any of this shit, but he's speaking on your behalf. He's saying, he's admitting all this stuff that your other friend told me. I forget his name, the other guy we hung out with in Vegas. I can go get those videos. I can get the videos. I can get all the stuff of you saying shit. He's with you in Wyoming. You're currently in Wyoming. He's with you in Wyoming. We saw that in the Kanye video. Like, this is your right-hand man. This is the person that you're always with, and you didn't want to be dragged into this. He dragged you into it. He's speaking on your behalf. This is your employee, your best friend, your number one, your ride or die, you're by your side.
Okay, there's 3 more videos. We're just gonna do it and then we're gonna talk, okay?
I am gonna give Jeffree the benefit of the doubt that this person just may be like off his, unhinged or something like that. Like they probably talk shit about me. They probably continue to. I know Jeffree, that's just what he does. He just talks shit about people and he'll never stop, and that's just who he is. So I'll give him that. But it doesn't take away that the shit happened to me. He's a shitty person. His person that he endorses so often is speaking on his behalf and saying all this stuff and threatening. It's like, you're associated with it. tell him to not say shit that's not true, to not make threats, to not be disgusting. I just like wanted to all be over, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. I'm just putting it out there now. The hair by Jay scares me in multiple ways. I don't think Jeffree Star is gonna murder me. I don't, you know, like this guy though has a violent past, and he's admitted to it. He brags about it, and that's what I'm trying to put out, and that's it. And I'm just
okay. So we have 2 more videos. Okay.
And I'm just publicly stating once for all, and I will be done with it. I do not support Jeffree Star. I think he is awful. Like, he just triggers people. Like, he triggered me in so many ways. And, like, yeah, there was some good stuff. And I wanted to believe the best. Shane was friends with him. Shane vouched for him. I was like, you know, and we had some good moments, and it just, like, showed his true colors, and I just try to keep my space. And, you know, I was scared of him. I was scared of the backlash. I was scared of him. I was scared of being canceled. I was scared of what is happening now. And I just, it's out there, and you know, there's nothing else I can do, and Moses will be home soon, and I will be okay, I hope, and I'm just putting it out there in case something happens, and that's it. And I've already paid. I already overpaid for the wig. What do you guys want me to pay him again? Like, I don't know what the solution is here, and I'm just gonna end it here. I'm just gonna stop it here, and I just I'll keep you updated if anything bad or worse happens.
Okay, and final video.
So Jeffree said he does obviously not support the stuff that Jay said, and like I said in my previous TikTok, that's what I figured. And I appreciate that, and like, to me that says a lot, because it just feels, again, like everybody has this agenda. I've become paranoid about it. Yep. Obviously what Jay said is a straight on threat. He showed up to my house, and so now I was like paranoid. I was like, okay, is Jeffree involved? And then of course, you know, I see the comments, and I'm like, my other friends that support Jeffree, and I'm like, are they setting me up because I'm already look crazy online, so I'm already set up to look some type of way? And it's just a lot. So you know, it's just triggering a lot of emotions, and it's just like overwhelming me right now. But obviously this is something scary, and Jeffree's like not involved, but his person is talking on his behalf. Like, this is his person that like works with him, his best friend, like the person that he's promoting in videos and on Instagram and everywhere. So it's just a lot.
So it's just, okay, final thoughts on Trisha. Drop Shane. He's not doing anything for you. He doesn't care for you. You're saying it yourself in these videos that, like, you had to not speak up about traumatizing things that happened to you because you didn't want to upset your best friend Shane and your best friend Ryland. That's not what best friends are for. And Trisha, I know you've been friends with him for like 10 years, and it's probably really sad to have to come to the conclusion that you're going to have to, but I'm so sorry that is. These people don't care about you at all, and that's really sad for you to, you see, the same way you're describing Jeffree, Shane probably does the exact same thing to you, and the hair by Jay does the exact same thing. Trisha, I feel so bad that, you know, they literally threatened you, and this is not okay. This is harassment. This is awful, and Shane is not your true friend, and we're seeing this now, and I'm glad that the comments are telling you this, and you're seemingly responding to the comments, and this is the first time you're, you know, acknowledging that your friendship with Ethan and Ela and H3 and your association with them is really good. And I don't know, Trisha, I'm wishing you the best, and I'm wishing you that you're safe, but honestly, I'm glad that you're coming to terms with the fact that, you know, you said it yourself, you don't fucking care about defending Shane and stuff anymore now, because you're fed up with them not doing it to you, and it isn't being paranoid, it's being real. So guys, let me know what your opinion is on this. I'll see you in my next one, and bye.